It's polling for the second phase for Bihar 2020 elections that has taken place, and this is across 94 constituencies. The voter turnout so far on what has been recorded at 5 p.m. this evening has been at 46.78%. Khagaria has witnessed, though, the highest voter turnout, which is recorded at 47.35%. There are 94 constituencies, each camp, of course, positive. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, who continues to fight on the claim of all the good work of infrastructure and employment that he's brought to the state. But the CM candidate of the Mahagathbandhan, which is Tejasvi Yadav, says that this time the people of Bihar are voting for change. Let's get in our correspondent Santia with further inputs here on this. Santia today is in Patna, having travelled across the length and breadth of the state of Bihar this election season and getting in various voices. Santia, this has of course been asked multiple times because across the board, irrespective of which village, district or even capital city today that you have spoken to the voters, top of their mind continues to remain jobs, employment, all sorts of employment that they're expecting this time.
Yes, absolutely, Seher. Unemployment, education, health, job and development. These were some of the key issues on which, according to the voters of these places, they cast their vote today. And not just today, in fact, on first phase as well, Seher, when we were talking about, remember, we were having a discussion with so many people, different groups of people, different age groups and different walks of life. They also said that how these were the key issues based on which they cast their vote. And, you know, this is something which the parties actually, some of them could, they sensed it properly. That's exactly why we had Tejasvi Yadav promising 10 lakh government jobs. And then we had NDA promising 19 lakh jobs. So this is something, as far as jobs is concerned, employment is concerned, promises were made by political parties. Now, how exactly the voters actually perceive those promises, whether they believe those promises or not, for that, of course, we'll have to wait till November 10. But as of now, this is the second phase of Bihar election, which is over. 2.86 crore voters today decided the fate of 94 seats. And as far as this phase is concerned, and today,
right,
2/3 of the seats are now clear, and the third phase will be the one which will decide the difference between the victory and the loss here.
Absolutely. Santia, talking about the voter turnout or what has been recorded so far for phase 2, usually when there is a voter's anger or a voter stepping out to vote for change, the turnout is much, much higher. Are you seeing, in your view on what you've seen while speaking to people and the sense that you get, is this voter turnout low essentially because of COVID-19, or does it indicate something else?
See, Seher, COVID-19 is extremely important here. That is an important factor as far as the low turnout is concerned. As of now, it looks like that COVID-19 was a major reason why people did not step out, specifically in Patna. Because talking about Bihar, whatever precautions or whatever COVID-19 related stuff was happening in the city only. That's why political parties were also wary of voters turnout in the city, because in rural area people, and that's what we have saw, that's what we have reported, and not just us, it's reported across all the media houses that as far as rural Bihar is concerned, the effect, the precautions related to coronavirus is not really there. That's exactly why the voters turnout in the rural areas is not as much impacted as it is in Patna. And talking about Patna, to all the booths where we have been to, it was disappointing. Most of the time, it was only between a couple of hours during late afternoon that people started coming out. But in fact, if we talk about the voting time period, it was still 6 p.m. But by 5, there were barely any people, any voters out there at the voting centers. So you were right. As of now, it looks like COVID-19 was the reason behind this disappointing voters turnout. But whether or not it has anything to do with people wanting a change or not wanting a change, again, as I said, results will be out on 10th of November, and that's the day when we'll get to know. But yes, COVID-19 did play a big role as far as Patna city is concerned. Seher.
That's right. All right. Okay, so this is as far as Patna is concerned, and other smaller districts and villages, as you noticed as well. Santia, thank you for getting us those details.